Over the years, I've done many acoustic gigs, which would include your typical bar and grill tour gigs where you'll play 30 or 40 songs. I've done lots of mega church gigs where you get a very nice payday for doing 2 or 3 songs. I've also played many of the smaller denominational churches, such as my own, Grace Lutheran, where you take no money for playing. You take no money for playing those. So I've done a lot of acoustic gigs. What do I take to those gigs? Let's see. Not the heating pad. Let's have a look. Guitar, accessories, and a music stand. Now, I prefer a nice heavy-duty music stand, one that's not going to get blown around by the wind or knocked over. If I'm only doing 2 or 3 songs, I prefer just to take paper sheet, chart, and leave the electronic tablet and so forth at home. If it's a typical bar gig and I'm playing a bunch of songs, I'm probably going to have the electronic tablet on there, which we'll see in a bit. Or if this music stand is too big, for example, I do a choral society gig where I'm jammed in between the bassoon player and in front of the clarinets, and a music stand this big would be a problem. I take the electronics. When I'm using the tablet, you can see that takes up considerably less space. So what's in the guitar case? Start there. Hopefully a guitar and a guitar pick. Talk about that later. In my case, I also have this cool little guitar stand. I think I did a video on this thing earlier. It's a guitar stand that'll fit in your guitar case. Folds up very nicely, so you don't have to carry a guitar stand. What else? If you're over 50, you're going to need your readers. You're going to need your readers. Capo, an absolute must-have is a capo. I like these Shub capos. Batteries, you're going to need extra batteries because believe it or not, these guitars take batteries. I had a friend once that I sold a guitar to in like 1975. And I was doing a gig with him in 1990. And he said, this guitar used to sound really good. It sounds like crap now. And I said, did you check the battery? And he looked at me and said, battery? So you need batteries. Extra strings. These aren't the normal gauge that I use, but that's what they had at the store. Other odds and ends. Thank God we're through with these stupid unnecessary things. And there's a humidifier and some extra picks. So that's what's in the guitar case. So what is in my little accessory bag? Let's have a look. First of all, you're going to need an extension cord if you have to bring an amp. And you want to find out beforehand if you have need for an amp. For example, when I do the choral society gig, I have to bring an amplifier and I need an extension cord pretty much any time to get to the nearest plug. Find a black one. Nobody wants to look at a bright orange extension cord running across the stage. Find a nice black one. Most churches these days have PA systems and you really don't need this, but I still have it just in case. What else have we got in here? All right. Guitar cable. I need one with a right angle plug in order for my guitar to fit in that little guitar stand I have. Mic cable. Not because I'm going to sing, because often you're going to want to plug your guitar into a direct box like this. This is a small cheapie, but it works just fine. So these two things will get me connected to the PA system. What else do we have here? I have an extra power cord for my amplifier. Ooh, drugs. Don't get too excited though. Remember, we're Lutherans. Even though these are prescription bottles, one of them's got Tums and the other one's got aspirin. So nothing there. Power supply for the tablet or the phone. I also have a little phone holder that can attach to my stand. And, you know, the thing I showed you earlier that holds the tablet. this is the thing that holds the phone. So I got all these holders in here, all these cables. One other thing, you're going to need one of these things. This is a light. It's designed so you can see your music when it's dark, but it comes in handy for other things. One year I was doing a Christmas Eve show where I was supposed to doodle around on Silent Night, and everything went fine at rehearsal, but what they didn't tell me was that during the performance, every light in the place would go out. It was pitch black. I couldn't see the guitar at all. But since I had this little thing, I was able to turn it on and turn it around a bit, and I could see the guitar, see what I was playing. So, what else is in this thing? And there's my $40 eBay tablet. It's got between 200 and 300 songs on it, mainly for bar and grill tour gigs. But there it is. So there's all the odds and ends that I carry to every acoustic gig. So thanks for watching. And now I shall attempt to get all this stuff back into this little bag. Later.